It is day 178 of Read My Ground Up, a self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker. Trying to I'm getting it together. I'm finding it. Okay? No, but seriously, okay. It is day 178 of Read My Ground Up, a self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker on social media. I know y'all see my baby, my little baby. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. It looks like we're in the sacral. And of course, you know, I will include the scripture. It says, as I think back to times I trusted in my authenticity on my social media, I was shocked to receive more attention than when I was seeking it. Ooh. It proved my originality was the seed of my influence and prosperity. Social media strategists will tell you the same thing. Though I received this wisdom from my experience, strategists and the algorithm system corroborated my findings. Isn't it strange how we'll trust artificial intelligence before we trust our God? But I digress. Even if you don't yet trust yourself and your intuition, app developers do. Algorithms do, okay? Marketing and advertising do. The purpose of an algorithm system is to mock intuition by collecting impressions and data about your preferences, which they later market to you as something you might like. It conveys the message, treasures are outside of you. If you are confused, you'll think they know you better than you do. Unfortunately, if you are not in tune with your heart and soul, you are correct. Still, being right doesn't make it a fact. Your fortune is inside of you. And so, I don't think I really have to explain that, but just in case I have to make it make sense. We know that these apps, you can be thinking something, or you can be, say, speaking about something, and next thing you know, you open the app and it's telling you about that. You see an ad about that. Or again, it could just be a thought, and now here you see on your feed or on your FYP something about that thing, and you be like, oh my God, wait a minute, this is for me. And this is why I mentioned, especially when it comes down to like kingdom spouse messages and stuff like that, like you have to be so mindful not to grab hold to every word, because you think, oh my God, this is a sign from God, because it showed up on your FYP when this was something that was in your mind or on your mind, right? Lo and behold, it's literally the algorithm that is reading your mind, right? This is what these systems are made for. It's an intuitive system, but it's also artificial. And we will believe and trust in that artificial intelligence versus our intuition, versus the voice of God, because we don't always know the voice of God, right? We will assume that it's God who's confirming the thing by the artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why when I do give those words, like obviously I'll be like, this is confirmation. This is not, if this is your first time hearing it, this is not your word. But also, you know, really getting specific and knocking out the groups of people that it doesn't apply to, because a lot of people deal with limerence. They don't understand that, they don't think that, but they do, okay? And so, yeah, the algorithm is feeding your thought process, is feeding your thought system, your belief system, if you will, right? And so you have to be mindful of that. If you really want to know what your thoughts are, pay attention to that. Pay attention to what shows up on your FYP, because those are your thoughts. It doesn't necessarily make your thoughts right, though. You know what I'm saying? It could just be an alert or just an opportunity for self-introspection. Now, on the other side of that, just speaking about authenticity on social media, a lot of people do like trends and stuff like that just for them to try to gain traction on social media. And I'm not saying that trends don't work. What I'm saying is, what are you really on social media for? What is your intention? Are you looking to build community? Or are you just wanting to go viral? Like, what is it that you're really trying to do? Because once I narrowed down that my main purpose is impact, going viral just is okay. You know, you may get a lot of followers from that, but where's the engagement? do people even trust the person that they follow? A lot of people follow people for entertainment purposes, right? But say if you're in business or you have a service, you have a product, if they have not built trust in you, they will not purchase from you. So now you just have followers and no community. It's just numbers. So you just have to be mindful of what it is you're seeking on these apps, right? But either way it goes, for me personally, authenticity will always be the game plan. It'll always be the cheat code, you know, and obviously that may require more time and it's more of an organic following, and there's nothing wrong with that. I prefer organic. You know, I want people to sit with whether or not they like me or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a pretty polarizing person. There's really no in between. You either like me or you don't, you know? And I don't care to be everybody's cup of tea either. So, I don't know. I'm a little afraid of people that have a whole bunch of friends. And it's not that I don't think that people can't be friendly. What I'm saying is most times it's because that person is a people pleaser and they don't know how to say no. They don't know how to put boundaries in place. And so they appease everybody. And that's the reason why they have friends. I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a recovering people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? And so once you start saying no, you start losing people. And that's okay because you start finding peace. And I prefer that. Okay. Anyways, you already know what to do. Click the link in my bio. Grab yours so we can do it together. One-on-one coaching available too. Link for that as well. And donations, of course, darling, I receive. And yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this though. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because we have some people there. And it looks like we are here for a proposal. So... maybe I'll show you guys the finished product. Maybe.